everyone. This is the Roadblock end of the line wrap-up. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, are you ready to recap Roadblock?
Let's recap Roadblock.
Started off with the pre-show. Rusev defeats Big Cass by countout, so Tony only got a half a point there. Would it turn out to hurt him? Stay tuned. Then we get to the Raw Tag Team titles. Your new Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Cesaro, defeat New Day. Tony, how do you like that?
That was good. I like that, but still, the New Days, they're garbage. They need to get rid of that Xavier Woods. They need a breakup or something.
I'm sure that's on the verge of happening. Second match, Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. All Sami Zayn had to do was win, or last 10 minutes to get the victory. He does. Your winner, Sami Zayn. Are you shocked? I don't even know how they consider that a win.
I don't know why they had this as a match. Stupid. It was Braun Strowman coming out of nowhere with the first 8 minutes, squashed him, and then Sami Zayn miraculously comes back and beats him. It's stupid.
Okay, then we have Chris Jericho losing to Seth Rollins. You figured Seth Rollins would get that victory.
Yeah, Seth Rollins, that was a nice victory from over Chris Jericho.
Then we have the Cruiserweight title. Rich Swann defeats T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendrick. There's real no shocker there either.
Yeah, no shock. Rich Swann. I thought Brian Kendrick was going to get that victory, but I can't believe what happened after the match.
Yes, all of a sudden Neville comes out. Looks like he's going to congratulate Rich Swann. He beats him up, attacks him, and now Neville has entered into the Cruiserweight division. How big is that going forward?
That's big for Neville now as the heel. Now he can join Brian Kendrick and all the other bad guys and be good. But Austin Aries on the microphone, he was a wonderful announcer. I like that.
He does 205 Live. Do you watch that at all?
I've been watching him the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty good now. So.
Well, it's only been going on a couple of weeks, Tony.
There you go.
Okay, what do we got next? The women's title Iron Man match. It was 2-1. All of a sudden, figure 4 lock. Shasta taps out with about 3 or 4 seconds left. So it goes into sudden death, which leads to Charlotte once again. What was it? Another two? Was it another figure 4?
Figure 8, yeah. After she, I'm a rant about this one.
Go ahead, Tony.
It pisses me off that Charlotte attacks her before the bell, before overtime, attacks her, and then she used the figure 8 to get away with a victory. Okay, good for Charlotte. Good for her to be the women's champion. But here comes Bayley, here comes Nia Jax. In the end, towards WrestleMania, Charlotte will not be wearing the women's championship. I'm so sick and tired, but I'm happy that you won a point.
You know who's going to be getting that women's title at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, Bayley. I hope Bayley supports her.
Me too. Next we had the Universal title match. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns. All of a sudden we're getting towards the nitty gritty. Chris Jericho comes out and hits Kevin Owens with the code breaker, only to find out he did that for his best friend to win by DQ. But then Seth Rollins comes out after the match. Then them two end up do the old Shield thing. They throw Chris Jericho through a table, then they throw Roman Reigns through a table. Tony, it was definitely a weird pay-per-view because I think what they're doing is setting up the storylines for the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, definitely. Kevin Owens getting the title, but I think at the Royal Rumble he's not going to win the title either. Retain the title, he's not going to do anything because I think Finn Balor, Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, somebody's going to win that Rumble and face Kevin Owens.
And again, the Royal Rumble will be taking place January 29th from the Alamo Dome. But the standings, our final standings, ladies and gentlemen, I win 93.5 to 92. I'm kind of upset, Tony, because you got screwed over in 3 matches tonight.
Yeah.
You got screwed over in the pre-show match because that was only a half a point. You got screwed over in the main event because Kevin Owens won by DQ. That was a half a point. And you got screwed over in the Sami Zayn match. He didn't even win. All he lasted was 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and that cost you got cost 3 points tonight that should have been yours, but by the rules, it's not. I'm sorry, Tony. You have to take a pie to the mush April 7th in Orlando. Are you ready?
Well, I'll take a half a pie to mush, but like I said, it was a great 2016 battle, and I'm
It was.
glad you won by a half point, but
1.5.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna win 2017, and you're gonna take a big pie to the mush.
And of course, in 2017, we are going to do NXT Takeover pay-per-views also, and that'll be January 29th as well, or 28th. I'm going to wear my medal just to celebrate.
Yeah.
It looks good on me, Tony.
Oh, just wait.
Third year I've won this puppy.
Yeah, you're not going to win 2017.
Don't forget, folks, April 7th, the last day in Orlando, Tony's going to have to take a slice of pie to the face, and we'll see how that goes. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, unfortunately, there was no SSW show. It was canceled due to the cold. We're going to preview Raw, and I will be joined by an in-studio guest. That's next on the Ringside Report. Okay, folks, welcome back to the Ringside Report. It's time to preview Raw. As you can see, I'm wearing my medal. Again, no SSW got rescheduled for Sunday, January 29th, the same day as the Royal Rumble. So we will have a post-show and all that coming up then. But I do have an in-studio guest, Tony. Are you ready? He has been on the show before. Here he is.
Uh-oh.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. It's Snoopy!
Oh, my God.
Snoopy is here in studio for the rest of the week.
Yeah, they got that Brandon McGrath kid.
Who? But anyway, Snoopy joined. He's been on the set before in Christmas, and since this chair's never filled anymore, Snoopy's gonna fill it for the rest of the week.
Yeah, let's get on the Raw. I got a few things for Raw.
Okay, Raw tonight. Where are we at, Tony?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, Nationwide Arena in Columbus. Your thoughts? Usually we tape the preview to Raw before the pay-per-view. Now we know what's going on. What is the fallout of how Roadblock ended? What are we going to see tonight on Raw?
Well, we're gonna see Rusev going one-on-one against Big Cass, and then you're gonna see mostly Kevin Owens coming out there with Chris Jericho saying, "Oh, I forgive you," blah blah blah, yada yada. And then Sami Zayn's gonna walk out with Mick Foley saying, "Oh, thank you, I beat Braun Strowman," and Braun Strowman's gonna keep winning.
First question. You brought up Enzo and Cass. Enzo kind of cost Cass that match on Sunday.
Yes.
Do you see this being the first sign of this team finally breaking up?
I definitely see that because I don't think it's just ridiculous that Enzo was out there last night and ruining Big Cass's match and saying them hurtful things, naughty things to Lana. But it's ridiculous that Big Cass needs to get on his own and be a singles wrestler than a tag team.
Yeah, and eventually, and usually you see that February pay-per-view. Usually every year you have a tag team break up and face each other. Like, I remember a couple of years ago it was Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. Enzo and Cass will probably be this year's the version of that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of tag team breakups before, and I've seen a lot.
We're getting closer and closer to the Royal Rumble. Of course, that is a little over a month away. Your thoughts? Are we going to find out tonight on Raw who's getting a Universal title match, or do you think there's going to be a tournament, or how are we going to figure this out?
I would like to see. I think Roman Reigns is going to put his name in the hat, so it's Seth Rollins. So what's going to end up being there's going to be like a fatal four-way or something for number one contendership for the Royal Rumble. So, and then the losing three goes into the Royal Rumble match.
That's a good one. I like that. That might be what you see.
Also, are we going to see a Miracle on 34th Street street fight?
And Tony, you're upset about the no slammies this year, aren't you?
Well, I thought they would at least have the slammies before Christmas, but you have the slammies at dark.
What about the women's title? You have the fallout of that. Are we going to find out? Is Bayley going to jump right in there, or are we going to see that possibly not till after on the road to WrestleMania?
I'm more than likely to see it till after the road to WrestleMania because I don't think we're going to probably see it. Depends if Mick Foley's going to have a women's rumble or something, because there's got to be something happening at the Royal Rumble.
We'll see what happens. That is Monday Night Raw coming to you from the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, tonight, 7 p.m. on USA. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to preview Smackdown 205 Live, and also have an announcement about what's the Ringside Report, what's happening with us and our schedule during the holidays. That's next on the Ringside Report. Okay, welcome back here to the Ringside Report. Tony just brought up Impact over on Thursday. We're going to recap that on Wednesday's show while we're previewing this upcoming week's Impact, so coming up then. Now it's time to preview Smackdown. That'll be coming up tomorrow night. Do we know where Smackdown's from?
The Joe Louis Arena.
Oh, they're in Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
On the road to Chicago. We're only 1 week away from Chicago.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'll be at Smackdown on Tuesday. Tony, you making it down there at all?
No, I will not be there. I gotta work.
So, no Tony at Allstate?
No, Tony.
But guess what, Tony? You're going to be on the road to You're going to be at WrestleMania with Ringside Report this year, or next year. That is better than anything, right?
Yes, that is better. I'll take that. I'll take a chocolate or strawberry pie to the face.
Oh, I can't wait, Tony. That's going to be so much fun. I promise not to slam it in your face, because you're going to also want to eat it too, aren't you?
Well, I might eat, but also you can do is just probably just grab my hand and go whoosh right in the case. But make sure when you camera it, make sure it goes into slow motion.
Oh, you can guarantee it'll be in slow motion. Again, Friday, April 7th, Ringside Report's final day in Orlando. Tony will have to pay off his bet. Okay, now let's preview SmackDown for tomorrow night. What's going on, Tony? James Ellsworth, he went home with the flu last week.
Yeah, the flu my ass. He went home because he faked it. Because I know AJ Styles. He's getting out of AJ Styles' back. He's gonna probably end up doing another thing where, oh, my back is hurt. I can't wrestle tonight. Well, something's gonna happen where they're gonna end up making a match in Chicago or where James Ellsworth gets his title against AJ Styles.
Well, Dolph Ziggler gets a shot in Chicago. I don't know. Will it? AJ Styles is actually hurt. That's for real.
Yes.
So I'm not sure what's going to happen. Do we get to see Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles? Do we see a little more of that coming up? And also, Zack Ryder's out for 3 to 4 months. Do we find out what's going on with the Hype Bros now?
Well, you brought up a good point. It could be Zack Ryder's former tag team partner, Kurt Hawkins.
Yep, he brought that up on Twitter, actually. Called them the Hype Hawks, is what Zack Ryder said. I'd be interesting to see that twist.
Yeah, that's an interesting twist on that one.
And that's unfortunate for Zack Ryder. He got his WrestleMania moment last year by winning the ladder match to only lose it the next night. But then, go ahead.
You know what pisses me off is that this needs to stop. Is Becky Lynch getting women's rematches after rematches, title chance after title? It's pissing me off that she gets.
I think it's gonna happen in Chicago.
I hope so, and hopefully it ends in a lumberjack match or something.
We'll see. SmackDown should be exciting. Hopefully we'll get some answers, and I'm sure. And John Cena returns a week from tomorrow. Oh,
Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, whatever.
And we're all going to be singing the same chorus. John Cena sucks. Okay, so that's SmackDown. That is tonight, or tomorrow night. Also following that, 205 Live. Quick, Tony. Neville, and do you think Neville's going to be on 205 Live against Rich Swann?
Oh, I hope so. I hope he terrorizes him.
That'll be exciting. Again, 205 Live follows.
I would like to also say, this past weekend, this past Thursday, we lost a very special man.
Yes.
Craig Sager lost
Definitely.
his battle with leukemia. He was 65 years old. Thoughts and prayers to the TNT family and the Sager family. Sager Strong.
What a guy. every time I watch that, between him and Stuart Scott, if you ever watch their ESPY speeches, they just make you want to be a better person. And just everything, I mean, he lived life to the fullest. You couldn't even tell half the time that Craig Sager was sick because he was just full of passion. He loved what he did, and thoughts and prayers go out to him. Also, Alan Thicke passed away last week as well. So thoughts and prayers go out to Robin Thicke, his son, who did the song Blurred Lines. So definitely a tough week to lose him.
Zaza just passed away.
Who did?
Zaza Gabor?
Oh, Zaza Gabor. Yeah.
But,
2016's been a rough year.
yeah, but let me finish off with a thing with Craig Sager.
Yeah.
There's one good thing that he did. He's a former Northwestern mascot and former Northwestern. But there's one thing is, he's with a lifetime Cup fan, and he got to see a World Series championship. So good for him.
Yes, that was great. He threw out the first pitch on June 1st. Great. Finally, to close out the show, Ringside Report holiday. We are going to be taking for the first time 2 weeks off from December 26th, and we will not be returning until Monday, January 9th. During that time, there will be one show I'll be reposting. It'll be the Best of Ringside Report. Myself and Anthony Smoody taped it. It's some of our best moments. It's some through probably a lot of it was from the beginning, and when I was Ryan Yanni, when I was a bad guy. So that'll debut on Monday, December 26th. So Ringside Report will be off for 2 weeks. Then we'll return Monday, January 9th. Should be exciting.
So wait, we don't have to recap the next 2 weeks.
Nope.
Great. That's my Christmas present. So.
Oh, Smoody, shut up. Everyone have a great Monday. We'll be back Wednesday for Anthony Smoody and Snoopy. I'm Ryan Young saying thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.